Hey friends, it's me Alyssa and I am back with Live and Local Atlanta. I'm joined today by my super incredibly fun friend. He is the founder and owner of BrickCON Atlanta. I'm here with Nick Ferguson to talk about BrickCON. They're back again in Atlanta and I'm so excited. You guys have some new stuff going on.
Oh yes, we have a lot of things planned for this year. We've grown quite a bit from last year. We've actually grown and doubled in size, more than doubled in size. We actually went from 20,000 feet to over 50,000 square feet this year. We've brought in a whole bunch of new interactive activities for different people to do with. We have the Lego Masters from the hit TV show. We got a couple of them. They're going to be running a STEM zone just for us, and it's a geared up STEM. It's Corey and Tacos from season 1 and season 3 of the show. They've combined together to form their own STEM activity group for the kids. And then we also have Dan Steiner, who is one of the 8 Lego Master builders in the world, and he's going to be joining us at the event. And he's going to be running a strongest bridge competition for the kids and leading them through the activities all day long, and that's going to be going on probably 3 or 4 different times throughout the weekend.
I love that. Now I have to ask, if I'm not mistaken, Atlanta BrickCON is now one of the largest Lego conventions. Is that right in the country or just in the Southeast?
In terms of public, we are actually the largest in the country. We're actually in the country, and we're probably approaching one of the biggest in terms of overall exhibitors.
Wow.
We have over 200 artists and exhibits from all around the world. We actually have them from Toronto. They've come all the way over from Europe even to come and join us.
That is truly incredible. Now, I see all these beautiful creations. People see them, whether they go to a Lego store or they watch videos online. Can you talk about kind of what made this possible? Was it just a love of Legos? Was it hearing people talk about, like, just being so impressed with Legos? What happened to make this happen?
I always loved Legos as a kid. I grew up playing with Legos for years and years, and then I went through a period we call it the dark ages in Lego, where I guess you become a teenager and you kind of get away from Legos for a few years. And then my son, he actually got me back into it when he became about 8 years old. We started to get into building again, and I discovered that there just wasn't anything like this out there to show off all these amazing artists and stuff. And so it became I myself have become a big time builder and actually a big artist, and it was really a passion project that came out of that. And so we started off, I think it was in 2014 was our very first show, and it was actually a charity event for the Drake House. And after we did that, we saw how much people loved it, and we've continued to grow it by adding new different zones and just new artists and stuff every year. And so it really is just a passion project. I just really wanted people to see what really could be done with Lego nowadays.
Absolutely. I actually really love that story, and I'm so impressed that Lego, I feel like, has stepped up their game, and now they have a lot of like those really cool kits that are a little bit more adult friendly, like the bouquet or even the collectors with the Star Wars stuff, because it's not cheap. Those ones are not cheap. I'm talking a couple $100 easily to throw down for a kit for Legos. You mentioned a couple of the activities, including some STEM activities. Can you go into what fans can expect that's going to be new this year versus previous years?
Well, this year we have one of our artists. He's bringing actually a 22-foot Lego train. This is over 6 feet tall, so I think it's 1/7 the actual size of a real train. So it's that big. It actually moves and stuff. It has lights on it. So that's going to be one of the things that we're doing this year. We also have a cyberpunk city, which is actually it was a project done by one gentleman. He started it over 4 years ago, and it has now become a big collaboration between like over 40 people. So it's going to be this big, amazing, it's going to be a 15 by 30 foot cyberpunk city. It's going to be over 12 feet tall, all lit up. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be something that you haven't seen ever before.
That is truly impressive, and one of the things I really love is that this is not quite in Atlanta, so you don't have to deal with Atlanta traffic. No. It's in a great location, right there in Duluth, kind of Lawrenceville area, if you're familiar, and it's at the Gas South Center.
Yep.
And I'm really shocked you're saying things are 6 feet tall and 40 people worked on a project, and I'm shocked at how big Gas South Center really is to hold the capacity of some of this artwork. Now, I have to ask, when you say somebody started working on a project 4 years ago, or that almost a life-size train, if you will, what's the preparation work into making these projects? Do people glue certain parts together and then snap in the other pieces? How does that work?
That's a bad word. Gluing is a bad word. You've heard of it. It really takes a lot of planning. A lot of these people actually are amazing drawers and artists, and so they'll sketch out their drawings beforehand and have a good idea. Myself, I'm kind of the old school. I just start plugging and playing until I I have a general idea. I write it up on a little napkin, just a general one. I'm a horrible artist, so there's not much use in that. But and then I go from there, and I just start building away, and just kind of the old school way, just kind of build, just seeing what I can build out of the stuff.
So you're saying artists are pretty much coming in. Maybe they have a couple little pieces put together, but they're coming in with the small pieces, maybe bagged up in little sections, maybe by color, and they're really doing a lot of prep work as soon as they get here.
Some of them do. Some of them take
Wow.
hours to set these up. Some of them actually have it already completely built. I know one guy, he brings in one. It's a 6-foot long one. It's over 300 pounds. So it takes a team to move it in.
How do you travel with that? Oh my God! I would be so on the road. I'd be like, please don't hit my car. Please don't hit my car. I'd be
lots and lots of bubble wrap.
I would be so scared to travel with that. I didn't even think about that bubble wrap. Okay, that's one to keep in my mind for sure.
Bubble wrap. I should buy some stock of bubble wrap because we use a lot of it to keep everything wrapped up.
I can imagine. Now, I have to ask, you've mentioned some new things that are coming in for fans. What can returning fans expect that maybe has always been a staple or is a redesign?
Well, we've worked with a bunch of the Lego Masters who come to our show. I think we have something like 15 or 16 Lego Masters from the TV show coming out this year. We've actually curated a new zone for them. So we have just a Lego Master zone where they're showing off all their work. We actually have, if you saw from season 4, they had a large volcano that erupted on the TV show. That's going to be there. We're going to have it all lit up and smoking and everything. So that's going to be a nice new little thing. And we've also created a new zone. It's called a Galaxy Zone, where we have a bunch of kind of Star Wars-based theme builds around there, and then the kids are actually going to be able to hold life-size Lego lightsabers and get their picture with some Star Wars characters and stuff.
That is impressive. Now, what would you say to somebody who is looking for something to do on the weekend? Why should they come?
This is a festival like you have not seen before. We've taken everything that we thought was missing from all the regular art festivals and stuff like that. We brought it all into one thing. So there's activities there's something for everyone. There's activities, interactive activities. There's special guests you get to meet. We have contests. We have vendors. There is so much different stuff that you can do in this. And we only charge one fee, so we don't try to nickel and dime you or for any small little things. So once you come in, everything's included. So
wow, that is amazing! I love that. I absolutely love that. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it's just to go through it. It probably will take you between 2 and 3.5 hours to go through everything.
I'm just so shocked to hear this. I mean, I just said it. Like, I wasn't expecting you to say Gas South was going to be hosting something of this magnitude. I've been in some of their smaller rooms, so I wasn't expecting to hear you say, like, to this capacity, 2 to 3.5 hours or 2.5, 3 hours.
Oh, yes.
That is intense. That's impressive. Wear your walking shoes because it can be uncomfortable if you're not wearing the right shoes. And I love that it's one fee, really. Like you said, people try and sucker you in with fee here, fee there, entry ticket, this, that, and the third. I absolutely love that. Now, one of the things I love about Legos in general is just the versatility. There's, of course, the fine motor skills people develop, especially when you're a child, building and things like that. And as an adult, I think it's great because it helps with memory function and things like that. What is something you love as a returning Lego fan, as an adult, you didn't think about as a kid?
I guess I didn't realize what could be done and all the amazing things that can be built and just designed. I mean, some of these artists, they are truly artists. I mean, this is just a different type of medium. You have clay artists, you have, people that use with metal. Just some of what they do, it is truly artwork. I mean, the designs that they do, it is just amazing type of stuff. I'm always impressed. There's not one time I walk into my own show and just am not impressed by the creations that these people come up with. Their creativity is beyond imagination. I mean, to take a couple little bricks and to build some of these things is just amazing.
Absolutely.
It's inspiring.
It does sound like it. I can hear you saying, I'm just, the word popping into my head just sounds, it's breathtaking. And really, I know I'm excited to come check it out for sure. And, I have to ask, first and foremost, I know tickets are still available. How can people get tickets?
They can go on our website. They can go on Atlanta BrickCON/tickets to get tickets. We also have them on Eventbrite. They can pick them up there. Tickets are $20 and $25 depending on the session you choose. We do still have tickets available. They are selling fast, I will say that. So we have sold out the last 3 years, so try to get your tickets early. We will try to have some available at the door, but they may be there. They may be there, they may not. I
think that's so incredible, and that's such a great price point, $20 to $25.
Yes.
I mean, we see tickets go for $100+ for concerts that are not worth it, if you ask me, and for conventions that, again, overcrowded, uncomfortable, and I think that's such a great price point.
We really try to keep our prices down low. We really are trying to keep our prices down because we want families to be able to come out, and we understand, bringing 4 or 5 people can get kind of expensive. So that is one reason we've always tried to keep our prices down and more reasonable and
Absolutely.
stuff.
And I will say this, again, the location, it's such a great location. There's lots of food around if you can't eat inside or you are getting lunch and then going. Lots of great food around the area. Nick, I have to ask you one last thing. Do you have
Sure.
any other little tidbits or tips for Lego builders or any message you want people to know?
Just be inspired. Be inspired. Come out and check us out. Check out all the amazing displays. You are going to be amazed. This is something like you've never experienced before. If you've never been to a Lego show, I know you hear the word Lego and you go, oh, you don't really understand what this is about until you come out there, and you will be amazed. People are always so excited and are begging us to come back every time we go to a city. So.
I love that so much. And Nick, how can people find you online through social media? You mentioned the website, but how can people find you online?
They can check us out on our Facebook page. They can check us out at Facebook at AtlantaBrickCON.com or Instagram / Atlanta BrickCON.
I love it. I love it. At Atlanta BrickCON will be where all the information is at. I truly love it. Thank you, Nick, for joining me today.
I appreciate it.
This is Live in Local Atlanta. I'm your host, Alyssa. Make sure you download the free Odyssey app today. That's AUDACY inside the App Store. Once it's downloaded, favorite Star 94 Atlanta by tapping the heart in the top corner of your screen. And if you want to give me a follow, you can follow me across all social media at itsme_Alyssa D. I will see you guys next time.